Hello everyone, this is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you so much for joining me in another video. In today's video, I will be providing insight into how attachment styles affect your mental health. Have you ever wondered why relationships affect you so deeply? Why some people fear abandonment while others avoid emotional closeness altogether? Why one person constantly seeks reassurance while another shuts down emotionally when things become too intimate? This type of dynamic can be explained through attachment styles. Your attachment style affects how you give and receive love, how safe you feel emotionally, how you communicate, how you respond to conflict, and even how you view yourself. And because relationships impact our emotional and psychological well-being, attachment styles can have a major effect on your mental health. So today I'm providing insight into the 4 attachment styles, which are secure, anxious, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant, and explore how each one can influence your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and relationships. So if you've been struggling with anxiety in relationships, emotional disconnection, low self-esteem, trust issues, or fear of vulnerability, this discussion may help you better understand yourself and your patterns. So first, what are attachment styles? Attachment styles are relational patterns that often develop during childhood through our interactions with parents and caregivers. They are influenced by the amount of affection, emotional support, guidance, nurturance, attentiveness, consistency, and validation we received growing up. Attachment is also shaped by how our caregivers responded to our emotional needs. For example, did you feel emotionally safe? Did you feel heard, supported, comforted, and valued? Or did you feel ignored, criticized, emotionally unsafe, rejected, or forced to suppress your emotions? These early experiences can shape how we connect with others later in life and how we function emotionally within relationships. This topic matters because attachment styles affect mental health because the way we connect with others influences our self-esteem, emotional regulation, stress levels, communication patterns, sense of safety, ability to trust, and capacity for intimacy and vulnerability. Attachment styles influence how we show up emotionally in relationships and how we experience ourselves within those relationships. The good news is that attachment styles are not life sentences. Through self-awareness, healing, healthy relationships, emotional regulation, boundaries, therapy, and intentional growth, people can develop more secure ways of relating to themselves and others. Let's begin with secure attachment style. Individuals with a secure attachment style tend to have healthier self-esteem, stronger emotional awareness, and greater psychological flexibility. They are usually comfortable with both intimacy and independence. They can connect emotionally with others while still maintaining a strong sense of self. A securely attached person is more likely to communicate openly, set healthy boundaries, trust others appropriately, regulate their emotions effectively, handle conflict in healthier ways, and accept both their strengths and weaknesses without excessive shame. And because of this, secure attachment is often associated with greater emotional stability, resilience, confidence, and healthier relationships overall. Now, this does not mean securely attached people never struggle emotionally. They can still experience anxiety, sadness, fear, insecurity, disappointment, or emotional pain, but they are often better equipped to cope with those experiences without completely losing themselves in them. Next, anxious attachment. The mental health of someone with an anxious attachment style is often characterized by insecurities, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, low self-esteem, emotional dependency, and a strong need for reassurance and validation. People with anxious attachment style often deeply fear rejection or emotional disconnection, and as a result, they may overthink relationships, constantly seek reassurance, become hyper-focused on their partner's behavior, struggle with emotional regulation, ignore their own needs to maintain connection, become people pleasers, and have difficulty setting boundaries. Internally, they may feel emotionally anxious, confused, overwhelmed, or preoccupied with the relationship. Even small shifts in communication or behavior may trigger fears of abandonment or rejection. And because they crave love, closeness, and reassurance, they may sometimes come across as clingy, overly sensitive, controlling, or emotionally reactive, when underneath those behaviors are often fear, insecurity, and a deep desire to feel emotionally safe and valued. This attachment style can significantly impact mental health because the nervous system often remains in a heightened state of anxiety and hypervigilance. Third, dismissive avoidant attachment style. Someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style often appears very independent, emotionally controlled, self-sufficient, and detached. They may pride themselves on not needing others emotionally and may feel safer relying on themselves than depending on another person. And while they may appear emotionally secure externally, vulnerability and intimacy can also feel uncomfortable internally. A dismissive avoidant person may struggle with expressing emotions, trusting others fully, asking for support, emotional closeness, consistency in relationships, and meeting the emotional needs of theirs and their partners. They may suppress emotions, withdraw during conflict, avoid vulnerability, or emotionally distance themselves when relationships begin to feel too intimate. And because emotional closeness may feel unsafe or overwhelming, relationships can create internal confusion and even frustration. So while they may value independence and freedom, they can also experience loneliness, emotional disconnection, mistrust, and difficulty forming deep emotional bonds. This can in turn have a negative impact on their self-esteem, confidence, and overall mental health. Fourth, fearful avoidant attachment style. This attachment style often includes both anxiety and avoidance. A person with fearful avoidant attachment wants love, intimacy, and connection, but also fears it at the same time. They may desperately want closeness while simultaneously fearing rejection, betrayal, abandonment, disappointment, or emotional pain. And as a result, relationships can feel emotionally confusing and exhausting. Someone with fearful avoidant attachment may crave intimacy but pull away when they get it, struggle to trust others, overthink relationships, fear vulnerability, feel emotionally conflicted, experience emotional highs and lows, and become anxious and avoidant at different times. Mentally and emotionally, they may experience ambivalence, confusion, frustration, insecurity, mistrust, emotional instability, and anxiety. And this push-pull dynamic can make it difficult to feel emotionally safe, regulated, or consistent within their relationships. Now, one important thing to understand is that regardless of whether someone has anxious, dismissive avoidant, or fearful avoidant attachment, many people with insecure attachment styles struggle with feelings of inadequacy. They may feel, I'm not enough, I have to earn love, I can't trust people, people will leave me, I have to prove my worth, or my needs are too much. These beliefs can reinforce anxiety, shame, low self-esteem, emotional distress, people pleasing, emotional suppression, and unhealthy relationship patterns. And over time, those patterns can significantly affect mental health and overall well-being. So now, the takeaway is your attachment style is not your identity. It is a pattern, and patterns can be understood, challenged, and changed. Healing begins with awareness. The more you understand your emotional patterns, your triggers, your fears, and your relational habits, the more empowered you become to create healthier relationships and improve your mental and emotional well-being. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.